Hello and welcome to a new video tutorial. I will show you today how to replace the battery on your HUAWEI MediaPad M5. If you need any parts or tools, you can buy them directly from the video description link, and this will also support my channel. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Thank you. Okay, here we have our MediaPad M5 or tablet PC from HUAWEI, and exactly our model here is, we'll show you right in a moment, is CMRW09. At first, as we need to detach the LCD screen to get into it, to get inside the tablet PC. To remove the battery, we will need to heat up the corners, the edges of the LCD screen to easily remove it. I'm using here the help from my heat gun, and I'm using around 160 to 170 degrees and safe distance. Then I have here help with my pry tool. This is kind of really sharp tool, really thin metal kind of stuff, and you need to be really careful when you go inside the edges, because you can easily damage the screen. So just in case, watch the video first, and maybe you help yourself also with a small plastic tool. If you go too deep inside, you can damage the screen, or if you go too deep inside, you can damage the home button. You can also damage several flex cables. So watch the video first, have a look where are the critical points, and work really slowly and carefully. This is always the best solution. Slowly we will be done here. Okay, so I'm detaching the LCD, as you see. Don't push it too hard, don't push it too much, because there are several flex cables attached to the main board. Don't damage them. Just slowly put it by side like I did here. And then we are going to remove these screws here and these metal plates for easily detaching the flex cables. You will need to detach the battery first, as I do here. When we did detach the battery, we can go further and detach the cable here. This one I don't actually need to detach, as you will see, but I will need to detach the other small flex cable here. This is actually from the home button. Now let's detach the metal plate here, and we will disconnect the touch. There we go, our screen is detached. No flex cables are attached anymore, and we can put the screen by side. There we have our already new battery here, which will be replaced. We'll put the new battery later here in this place. So I tried to help myself now with this small plastic pry tool. As you know, you have to work really carefully always when you detach the battery. Don't damage it, otherwise it can be really dangerous. It can light on fire. So you have to be really carefully. So I'm using here this small plastic card here, some plastic tool, and I will also use a little bit alcohol here. With alcohol is really easier to detach the battery. So just put a little bit alcohol on it, that it goes inside, and go from left to right, and cut the adhesive tape under the battery. You will need to cut this everywhere under the battery to detach it easily. So one side is already done, we need to still to do the other side. If you can't get under the battery at the first place, try to lift it a little bit with some tool, some plastic tool like I did, and then just use always alcohol. It will be really easier. Once you're almost done, you can try to lift up the battery like I did. Okay, so there we go. Our battery is removed. You see where is the plastic adhesive tape underneath. So we'll just wipe this a little bit to wipe out and dry out the alcohol, and then also use a little bit of my heat gun just to make it dry. Now we can attach the new battery. Just put it in place. Maybe you connect it first. Will be easier to glue it inside the frame. Okay, then just gently push it, press it into the frame everywhere, just go around, and then after you will remove the plastic protector here on the battery here. Let's connect the bottom flex cable here, some other flex cables, and then let's connect here the touch screen just to see later if the battery is working. Connect the battery then. Okay, we will connect the USB-C cable here, see if everything is charging well. Seems that it's charging. Okay, our battery is at 57%. I will just leave it on to see if the percentage is going up. Okay, the percentage is now at 58%, so it seems to be charging perfectly. That's it. We can proceed with our repair. Now in the next part we will need to remove the old glue from the screen and from the frame. So just work carefully here, use some plastic tool and detach the old glue, the old adhesive stripes, make it clean so the screen will later glue into the frame better. Just work slowly and carefully. This video is speed up, but you need to be careful that you don't damage any flex cable or something. Otherwise you will screw up. So carefully and just around the edges. After I will still use a little bit alcohol to wipe all this stuff. You can use also a toothbrush or just some other brush. Just make it clean and neat everywhere around. Okay, now we need to attach all the flex cables and all the metal pieces, small metal pieces, and the screws, of course. I have to apologize here, sorry for showing too much of my hair. I didn't have a look where my position was, but I hope you can see all what is necessary. Okay, one more plate here. Click. Let's use the screw. And the last one on the right side or on my left side, depends when you're looking. Now everything is prepared, so we need to use some glue here. I'm using the T9000 glue, which is transparent, so there is no color, and it's holding very well. So I recommend this glue. You can buy it directly from the video description link, where you will also find other links to some tools and the battery, of course. So have a look at the video description. Okay, once the glue is attached to the frame, press gently the screen everywhere around the corners. Gently press it in, attach it, align it. Be sure it's everywhere perfect in place. And then you can use these plastic clips, which will help you to hold the screen until the glue is dry. I suggest you to leave it for at least 1 hour, but perfectly would be for 2 hours. And that's it. The battery is charging, seems to be very well. Leave it now and come again in 2 hours. Congratulations! Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, you can comment below and I will try to answer them. If you want to donate and support my channel, there is also a link. Many thank you for this. And don't forget to subscribe. Thank you, your CrocFIX.